the idea of citizen grown's kind of evolved over time, and it started when I got into the industry. I didn't realize the scope of some of the problems in the industry. And when I got into it, I go, oh, middle-aged white dude who got some money, and then I'm like the poster child of opportunity in this industry. Every door is open to me and everything like that. I didn't think that was fair because I'm a self-made entrepreneur, but I remember the one phone call that changed my entire life, that started my first business and everything like that. Without that one phone call, it was a lucky break. So when we started looking at citizen grown, we go, how can we use this plant, which is to create level playing fields and economic opportunities and lucky breaks for as many people in as many communities as possible. So it became this idea of you have a high-priced commodity, cannabis, and an opportunity in an industry or in these communities where folks were not getting the same opportunities as people who look like me. And that's not right, because I think folks just want a level playing field so they can compete. They don't want nobody wants things handed to them. They want to earn it. They just give someone a chance to be in that race, to start at the same starting line. So when you look at it, you look at communities, and citizen grown isn't just cannabis. It's a kind of like it's a catalyst for change and economic opportunity in lots of communities. So we look at it as a high-priced commodity. We can create income. We can create education opportunities because some folks, two individuals, one grows up in a rich community, one grows up in a poor community. Let's say they're equally intelligent. They're going to have a different access to education, different educational opportunities. So one of the core things about Citizen Grown isn't just providing an income stream to folks who take part in our program. It's also giving them the educational empowerment so that when you give someone $1, it may not be their fault. They don't know how to invest it the same or manage it the same as someone else. They may be as equally intelligent as someone else. So let's provide that education so that you can create more jobs in your community. You can start whatever kind of business you want. So we're all about economic and educational empowerment, because growing up in Maryland, what we always noticed is we were regularly a top 3 public school state in the whole country, but Baltimore City was the worst. So how can the state with 1, 2, or 3 best public schools in the country somehow have the worst school district in the country? That's not fair. So someone grows up in one area of the state, someone grows up in Baltimore City, going to have an entirely different chance in life. And it's hard to escape that because there's no economic opportunities in communities that we see in Baltimore, and we see it all the time. Like there was a study that came out, I believe Johns Hopkins, that said there was a neighborhood in Baltimore was the second hardest neighborhood in the entire world to escape. And I don't remember where the number 1 was, but I think it was like Darfur or something like that. So you're going like, and then Baltimore. So how can folks escape that, like the cycle that happens in these communities when there's no economic opportunities, the educational opportunities are less than everywhere else. It's not fair. It's not a level playing field. So folks get stuck in certain things that like crime or whatever, and politicians have all different excuses. They point all different kinds of fingers at people for who caused what. We don't want to wait around for that. They've had plenty of time to fix these problems. We want to play a role in fixing it. We believe we can create a free market version of universal basic income. We can add in educational empowerment, so when you get $1, you know how to make that dollar go further. You can use that dollar to create your own business, whether it be a used car lot or an investment bank. We don't care. It could be a cannabis business. But you will have the knowledge that other folks got handed to them. You will have that. And we're doing a really good job there of working with some institutions to bring in higher level curriculum that folks would never have the opportunity to. Because one of the things Deep and I talk about is like, how do we provide a concentrated Ivy League education to folks who would never have had that opportunity before? That's fair. So everything about Citizen Grown is about level playing fields, giving people the chance, the equal opportunity to compete. We believe that's actually capitalism, not what exists as capitalism now. It's called fair. That's competition. That's all about Citizen Grown. We are giving people lucky breaks, chances to compete.
CG, the experience, baby.